go in as much detail as you want or don't want. Like, who are you?
Do you know what? I've been asking myself that a lot recently. Who am I?
I'm Cam, I'm Miles. I'm an illustrator, artist, game enjoyer. Like, I'm a goofy guy. Like, what can I say? Like, I'm some guy, some next guy from London.
I'm Genevieve. I'm your sister.
That's it. That sums it up, doesn't it? Okay.
Who I've decided I am is the King of Grove.
No, that's good. You are though, you really are.
I think I'm at the beginning of figuring out who I am, but that's kind of been because of lockdown in a way, just being able to have that time to just do kind of nothing, and like the weight of all of the responsibilities was kind of lifted a little bit as well.
You never really know how you're going to respond to a situation like the one that we're in until you're in it. And again, I mean, the word that we've all heard so much is these times are unprecedented, right? And I feel like, you know, it's the same with us as people. You don't really know all corners of yourself until you have enough experience to know how you're going to respond to different situations. In a twisted kind of way, it's an opportunity to kind of just sit in with yourself and figure things out.
What have you discovered about yourself in lockdown?
I'm quite bad at facilitating my own happiness. Like, the periods when I'm sort of feeling okay and secure, it's often as a result of like some kind of opportunities come my way, or like some other person in my life has opened some sort of door for me, and And so it's sort of sustaining that happiness, like, on my own terms.
No, I totally relate to that. Because, yeah, it felt like before lockdown, I was getting so much gratification and satisfaction from things that were either career-related or opportunity-related. What else makes me happy? What else is it that makes me happy? I literally couldn't put my finger on it. It was like, nothing else makes me happy. It's literally just being like a career risk capitalist. Like just like work driven, like you just was so work driven.
I did a bunch of rewrites and character designing and kind of lost myself in my art over time and rediscovered, you know, the therapeutic side of art, which was really nice. I wasn't just doing it for work, I was doing it for me and you know, for my self-betterment and my peace of mind, which was cool.
Of course there's an element of me that wants to make good art, but I feel like I've been treating that like it's a given.
It was a weird period for a bit, but then I just got used to it. I'm very grateful. It made me think more about how grateful I am.
I felt very grateful to be able to have this really long period of time to really just get to know my family, just like their actual personalities, as well as just them obviously being your family members.
I craved physical presence from other people. So I was talking to you, we'd have calls, we'd play games, we'd do all sorts, and then as soon as that was gone, like I'd immediately be back in that that lonely feeling. So that was tough. Kind of, yeah, getting used to being alone in the same four walls. But Kat Bailey's was all right. She was nice. She's not much of a conversationalist, but that helped. I would just jump straight from one kind of social, you know, interaction into another through VR, and I would just leap into these strange worlds online and meet strangers and just have those random voices from wherever they happen to be fill that gap, just to feel like I wasn't alone in the same four walls, you know.
Do you feel you've witnessed enough sort of gestures of humility and selflessness in all this?
I think for the first couple of weeks it was actually quite the opposite, wasn't it? It was like people like pushing old ladies down the street to get like a bag of rice.
I think some humans have not obeyed the rules. So I just think, yeah, some humans have been selfish about it, not followed the rules and the procedures, yeah. I don't think things will ever go back to normal as a normal. I think it will still take its time.
And do you have the patience?
Yeah, I've got the patience.
It's been nice watching London just as a city just chill out for a bit. Like as much as there is stress and as much as there is, you know, this looming thing over all of us, it was weirdly quite like meditative to kind of just watch everything slow down.
Are you sort of, are you feeling optimistic about, you know, the world and where we're heading?
Not really, to be honest. I think that the world is a very unpredictable place. You don't know, so...
And maybe people's general kind of attitudes to one another has changed a little, but yeah, I think we're yet to kind of see. You know what I mean? I think maybe we need to give it as much time as we've been in lockdown to see if people's general attitudes to one another has kind of changed. So we'll see. I'm more glass half full on this one though. People just, I think everybody needs to reevaluate. I think you've, from what you've said, you've been reevaluating. I have, pretty much everyone that we might know has been in a way, and I think it's about really just knowing what's important and putting more energy into that, as opposed to putting energy into things that are just, you know, vapid and quite superficial. And
I think that's the main thing I'm going to think back on, is just, man, remember when London was actually almost quiet, like for a bit.
How's lockdown been for you?